A federal judge instructing first son Hunter Biden to look for a job, not possess any weapons, avoid drugs and alcohol, and submit to drug tests if he wants to stay out of the slammer.
And I'm bringing up Joe Biden, though, to be serious for a second. This is the beginning of the end for Joe Biden. Let me explain this. This is serious, okay? The reason we're in this position is because Hunter Biden made millions of dollars without having a job while doing drugs, meaning there was no market to pay Hunter Biden any of this money. However, him being the intermediary through which the money could pass to his dad is how he wound up here. And when that plea deal crumbled yesterday, it wasn't just Hunter losing immunity, it was Joe. Because if we get into the Farris stuff, that's going to give them the authority to go back and look into some of the family records we've been denied access to. So that was a monumental day. And everybody could keep pretending, we've put this Biden saga to bed, because that's what they're doing on the Hill. Okay, but the truth is this saga is now wide awake.
Hunter, you've never had a real job, yet you're swimming in money like Scrooge McDuck. How does that even work? It's absurd and downright unfair. This privileged prince who thinks he's above the struggles of regular folks. Your wealth is a product of your family name, not your actual abilities. And don't even get me started with all that expression that conveniently lines your pockets. Nonsense. Spare me the artistic pretense. Your paintings are just a facade to mask your lavish lifestyle. You always manage to find cushy positions and strike questionable deals. It's as if you have a magic wand that turns any venture into a money-making scheme. Tell me, Hunter, what are you hiding behind that facade of yours? Your lack of transparency raises more red flags than a communist parade. Your privacy is nothing more than a shield to protect your shady dealings. People have a right to know the truth, especially when you wield your influence like a weapon. You're so out of touch with reality that you can't fathom the struggles faced by ordinary folks. They work their backsides off just to make ends meet while you bask in the lap of luxury. Just keep on getting caught slipping, and soon enough, you will lose every protection you have, and everybody will know how backwards you really are. Your struggles are a convenient shield to mask your questionable business dealings and unethical practices. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and your father, Joe Biden, is no better. How dare you and your family think you're above scrutiny? You think you're untouchable just because your dad sits in the highest office? The American people deserve better than entitled elites like you.
Fundamental question. Who's hiring Hunter?
That's the point. That's why this was so fugazi, to borrow a term, okay, is Hunter Biden couldn't have gotten this money with his own business pedigree. Okay, no one was sitting in a boardroom in Ukraine going, business is a little slow. There's a guy who just got thrown out of the Chateau Marmont for doing too much drugs. The place where Belushi OD'd, the place where Jim Morrison was considered a model citizen. This guy was beyond Jim Morrison. We should get him on the board.
And give him $83,000 a month.
No, I'm telling you, that's the move.
You're a product of a broken system, thriving on nepotism and political favors. Your so-called success is a slap in the face to hardworking individuals who actually earned their way to the top. It's laughable how you claim to be for the people when your wealth and lifestyle are worlds apart from those you pretend to represent. You and your father are no good public officers, just playing games with the American dream. The fact that you won't acknowledge your privilege shows how out of touch you are with reality. You're a living testament to what's wrong with the political system, and it's revolting. I won't rest until the truth about you and your father's questionable dealings is laid bare for everyone to see. The American people deserve transparency, not smoke and mirrors. And don't even get me started with your other issues. The public is sick and tired of the lack of transparency and the constant dodging of questions. It's time to face the music and stop evading the truth. Hunter, we need to have a serious and aggressive talk about the controversies surrounding your laptop, Ukraine, and your substance abuse issues. The evidence on your laptop is overwhelming, Hunter. The emails, the images, they all paint a disturbing and incriminating picture. It's not something that can be brushed aside or dismissed with weak excuses. Regardless of whether the laptop was stolen or not, the content on it is deeply troubling, and it raises serious doubts about your integrity and honesty. And let's not forget the Ukraine controversy. Your shady business dealings over there while your father was vice president have ignited accusations of corruption. People are rightfully questioning your ethics, and you can't simply ignore their valid concerns. Hunter, you need to understand the gravity of this situation. The public's perception of you is plummeting, and it's damaging your credibility beyond repair. Your personal struggles with substance abuse might be difficult, but they do not excuse your questionable decisions and actions. You cannot use your problems as a shield to avoid accountability. Your personal problems only prove that you do not deserve the people's trust, and our money should not be used to sustain your backwards lifestyle. An open and honest interview won't be enough to fix this mess you're in, but it's a start. You need to face the hard questions and be prepared to give clear and convincing answers. It's time to put an end to this circus of deception and find a way forward, even if it means facing the consequences of your actions. The public deserves the truth, and it's time you own up to your mistakes.